Welcome to Warren Hills Wings News. We're excited to tell you some interesting, cool stories of things going on here at Warren Hills and some of the great things that our fellow Streaks are doing. Be sure to check out this episode and ones to come up. Go Streaks!
So I'm here with a Warren Hills graduate who has moved on to the New York Yankees social media content manager. Hello.
Up here now.
So what platforms do you work with?
Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube.
And what's your favorite one to work with?
My favorite one to work with is probably Instagram because I think it's got the most exciting content there.
How did you get to where you are?
So I started here at Warren Hills, found a love for filmmaking here. I took the film classes at Warren Hills, and then I went to school for TV film at DeSales University. I played basketball there. And then I went on to work for the NBA, video editing for their social platforms, made it over to the Yankees, and now I oversee all our digital and social content.
Okay. And what was your favorite project to work with, or the most fun project?
Last year I got to work on a video for Derek Jeter's Hall of Fame induction. So I got to write a script kind of telling the story of his career, and it was narrated by a big Yankee fan and actor Billy Crystal. So it was really cool to kind of have my words come to life through Billy Crystal's voice, and also visually our production team did a really good job kind of telling the story. So
How did you know that this is what you wanted to do for your job?
Like I said, I mean, it started with a passion for filmmaking here at Warren Hills, and then through my first job at the NBA, I kind of acclimated myself to social media and specifically editing for all those platforms and having an understanding of, what makes Twitter Twitter and what makes Instagram Instagram and so on. So that's how I kind of made my way in the world of social media, and now, at the Yankees, it's kind of a dream job because I've always loved the Yankees, so it's been cool.
When you're interviewing candidates for a specific job, what do you look for?
Mostly I'm just, first and foremost, looking for someone that's a good teammate, somebody that's going to be someone that I want to work with, a good collaborator, someone that's creative, but more on the technical side of things, someone that's experienced in, cutting video, Adobe Premiere, Adobe Photoshop, basically the whole Adobe suite. Someone that's at least familiar enough to be able to use those programs and create really content that's going to be at the highest of quality, that's going to go out on all of our social platforms.
So social media marketing is really big at our school ever since Mr. Hickerson started the class. So do you have any advice for the students taking that class and want to pursue that type of future?
Yeah, I'd say start getting out there and doing stuff like this, like get hands-on, start creating content for different platforms, TikTok, Instagram. I mean, the world of social media is blowing up right now, and it's going to be even bigger in 5 years, when you guys are entering the workforce or getting ready to go to college or whatever it may be. So just get involved and do everything. Say yes to doing everything, make Instagram reels, make TikToks, post things on Twitter. Just get out there and start getting your feet wet and understanding, this content works on Twitter and it doesn't work on TikTok, and vice versa. Start getting an understanding of what works where.
Thank you.
What's your favorite aspect of being an entrepreneur?
Why did I start my business? Because I wanted money.
Nice.
That's
That's pretty. What are your biggest challenges to being an entrepreneur?
I think the biggest challenge and the biggest advantage is the freedom. You get to do what you want when you want to, but if you did whatever you wanted to, you would get nothing done.
Okay. What's your favorite aspect of being an entrepreneur?
The freedom, again, you can do whatever you want, but as long as you're doing something productive, it makes sense.
What are the 3 most important habits to being a successful entrepreneur?
Accountability, productivity.
What is a
Can't think of
typical
bad
day
things.
like for you?
I get out of school, I detail a car, and then I'm kind of free after that.
Oh, nice. So, do you have any goals for your business? If so, what are they?
My goal is to sell a lot more subscription packages because that's where I make my money. I will detail somebody's car 3 to 5 times a year for a set amount of dollars. So they give me $500 or $600 a year, and I'll clean their car 4 or 5 times.
How do you decide pricing for your business?
I quote by the job, so it depends on what I'm doing. I just went on other detailers' websites, and then I'm upcharged my services by $50 each, and it worked.
Okay.
What do you want people to know about your business? Why should they hire you?
I offer a quality service, and the results are kind of undeniable. I can help people get more money for their cars when they go to trade it in, as well as improve the life of a vehicle.
What would you say to other students that are thinking about starting a business?
Go for it. You can try as many things as you'd like to. You need to make more opportunities than you find.
I know at one point you were looking to like expand. We did a cool business plan. We entered in a business contest. They didn't let you do it because you were in high school and you had to be in college. But what did you want to do if you had won that money? I think it was like $50,000 or something. What would you have done?
It was a ridiculous amount of money. If I had won that, I would have finished out my van build, because I have a van that I'm putting a water tank as well as a pressure washer and all the things that I need to detail a car inside of. Because right now I run out of my my personal vehicle, which doesn't have any like special setups or anything. So the goal would be to expand and get as many units as possible so that I can detail as many cars in a day as possible.
All right, tell us about social media. How social media help your business?
I use Instagram. I make short form content. Not much, but I do. And I post all my details on there.
So you made your own website. Tell us a little bit about the process. What did you use and how does it help you?
I made my own website using Wix. And on Wix, it's easy. There's just templates, and then you kind of fill in all the information. I made that when I was 16, and ever since then, it hasn't changed much.
And then customers can find you there. They can get in touch with you there. Why don't you give us your website so we know?
My website is thisguydetailscars.com. And
yeah, so check them out, thisguydetailscars.com. Also, when you're picking your classes, it's kind of cool if you do web design, because you can find your own thing. You start your own business like him, and then people can find you. Your website sells for you 24/7. It's always going for you. People can always go there, find out a little bit more about you, gives you a chance to brag about yourself. Check him out, set up your appointment. Get this guy to detail your car.
With next year's football schedule coming out, we're throwing it back to last year's pink out game, H-Town K.
They're more obsessed with me than their own team.
I feel like the sky is falling down. Ain't nobody here to play around. Push it to the edge, I won't back down. 'Cause it's time to go hard and go home. One way up, no way out. I give it all for the family. We stay up, no bailouts. Give it all for the family.
And Warren Hills once again keeps the feeder board.
Who's got that good thing?
We got that good thing! I want it! Do you want it?
Top drop, I roll up every 15 minutes. I feel like the sky is falling down. Ain't nobody here to play around. Push it to the edge, I won't back down. 'Cause it's time to go hard and go home. One way up, no way out. I give it all for the family. We stay up, no bailouts. Give it all.
Terrific win for the Warren Hills Blue Streaks.
For the family.
Thanks for checking out this episode. See you next time on Wings News.